This morning at the Privacy and Ethics Committee, I've asked my colleagues in the Liberal and Conservative Party to work with us to launch an investigation and inquiry into the industrial use of personal data information that was used by Cambridge Analytica that may have affected the American election, the role of Facebook in not addressing this massive breach, and what it means for the democratic process of our country. We're also asking the Prime Minister, Mr. Trudeau, when he meets with the G7, to take this up with his international counterparts. The issue of the sanctity of the democratic process, of the privacy of information that belongs to citizens around the world, has to be seen in this much broader transnational context. We believe the Prime Minister is well suited at the G7 to raise this. We're asking him to make a commitment that he will raise this, and that we start to address the need to put some kind of international frame and some kind of international obligation on large actors like Facebook, and also to start dealing with the potential undermining of whether it's civic rights or democratic rights of citizens around the world through third-party actors.
From a consumer protection perspective, read the fine print isn't good enough, because Facebook and other types of conglomerates that are accumulating this data are also changing the use and the distribution of that data on a regular basis, sometimes for things that they don't even know when they're actually collecting it. So there has to be a set of rules in place, and there has to be a little bit more of an evolved policy to protect consumers, and also about the use of that data, even also the right to be no longer remembered.
What's come out of the allegations about Cambridge Analytica was the ability to subvert Facebook, to use the stories, the chats that people have to create the perfect propaganda machine. And we have to say to Facebook, you're not all that cool in the world. You're not the cool kid on the block anymore. You're a massive international player. And if you have the ability to distort the outcome of elections, then you need to be held to a higher account. And we need to maybe start to look at a global transnational framework for dealing with giant information utilities like Facebook.